Welcome back to another very exciting episode of Modern Motors. Today we're talking about the Radiator Shroud. If you can tell from the thumbnail, another Radiator Shroud video. This is our last video, or hopefully our last video of this shroud. Quick overview of the Radiator Shroud. If you're here and you're like, what is a Radiator Shroud? All it is an aesthetic piece, okay? That's it. There's a company a long time ago called C12 Performance. Peter, the owner of C12 Performance, made these really cool radiator shrouds for his car. He started to sell them. They made these shrouds. The owner, Peter, was a sponsor of this channel. Peter decided to close up shop due to health issues, would no longer be producing these. I reached out to Peter to inquire if he was interested in selling the business. He said yes. We polled you guys on Instagram and asked if you guys think we should keep this product alive and invest a lot of money to keep this product. You guys said absolutely you should. Well, not all of you, but like 80% of you guys said yeah, you should definitely keep it alive. So that's what we did. We bought the company and we're keeping this product alive. That's it. All this is an aesthetic piece. I know Alfa Romeos don't have like the hugest market, and like if somebody like Peter closes up shop or other smaller companies close up shop and nobody's here to preserve the products, they're just gone forever, and that's sad. And this is all we do. We all alpha content, right? So we don't want products to die off. If there's any reality where we can keep them alive, that's what we're gonna try to do. For those of you guys who really know us, who have been the last, I don't know how many years, 5 years we've been doing this, you know I'm very particular about the products that we sell and how we do business. We had the original shroud, the manufacturer for it was charging us a lot of money, more than what we paid for our original batch for it, like almost doubled the price. And at the rate that we were selling them at, like, it literally didn't even make sense for us to sell it. When you incorporated shipping and when you incorporated everything else, it's like, why would we even offer this product on our website? Over the years, we've learned a lot about shipping, we've learned a lot about manufacturing, we've learned a lot about different things. We realized we're just paying way too much. However, we didn't have the original file for the shroud, so we had to go and generate a file, which got us into finding, 3D modeler. It was a whole process, okay? But anyways, I'm gonna stay right here, be right back. If this looks familiar, this is our version 1 of the Radiator Shroud. Paint's a little different. In the back of it, you'll see these lips, you'll see them welded in. That's not a bad piece. This was version 1. We loved version 1, everyone loved version 1. When we made the file again, it was a little bit hard to manufacture with the welding. That was our biggest holdup. This is janky, I know. A 3D modeler built this out for us with these tabs and all this good stuff. And we were gonna go into production with this. So this was the concept design. We thought we were doing better. And then we came out with this. This was the version 2. We did this video, I don't know how many months ago at this point. This was our version 2. It looks kind of like the version 1. What we noticed were some of the bends we just couldn't get them right. And these tabs, I'll show you the fitment. This one went on really tight. And we're about to go into full production with the version 2. Some of the comments that I got back in the emails that I got for some people who were interested were, are you gonna scratch my the radiator housing? When I take it off, it's gonna leave scuffs. I started getting messages and emails about, is my version 1 ever going to come back into stock, or if I had any left over, they'd be willing to pay more if I brought back my version 1. And as a creator, when you're going to manufacture, that's something you never want to hear. That's very disappointing. That means that you're doing something wrong. So we said, hold on, we're gonna stop. Mind you, we paid a lot of money to get this one out. So we paused production on that and said, okay, hold on, let's take it back to the drawing board. And I polled a few customers. Some customers I asked some questions to that have been really engaged with the channel and really engaged with that. I said, what did you like about the original design? What could we bring back? And pretty much what everyone said is, we love version 1. There's nothing wrong with it. We just want that instead of version 2. So we got an entire new file made from the version 1. However, there are some things that have changed. You can tell in our welds right here, much cleaner. There's no step lip anymore. Everything looks the same. All the bends are 100% exactly the same. We measured them to a T. This is almost like version 1, just a little bit better. One of the things that was really adding to our cost on the version 1 was that Alfa Romeo, the CNC cut. So what we went ahead and did, is we're just getting rid of that CNC cut, and all of these will be laser engraved. So you'll have the same Alfa Romeo script. Our logo will be right here, and you can put Instagram handle right here. We're gonna put some, you know, some demos up on the screen of how those look. Those were some of the customers that we've done products for, and everyone was really happy with them. So that's how the laser engraving works. I will show you guys a laser engraved one once we have one. This one is going to a special customer, and it's going to be fully resprayed into a different color. That's like, it's a full custom color. That's why we didn't have anything lasered in, so we can't show you any of it, but we have some old ones that we can show you guys some laser engraving on. Version 1. This is version 1. You see how a little bit loosey-goosey? Okay, for this one, if you hear it, it still has some movement, but it's dramatically reduced from this one. We pulled in basically the edges just a little bit, but we didn't want to make it tight enough where it was like super tight. So like you can see the movement and the play is way less than the last one. And it sits lower. Because we don't have that extra step lip, it doesn't sit up as high. It sits, I know this is a lot of product for, maybe you don't care, but for the people who are interested, that's why we're going into detail. But it doesn't have that extra step lip like this one has, and the nasty welds. So it sits a lot lower and a lot cleaner onto the radiator. Make sense? The reason you're seeing this video today, ladies and gentlemen, is because this is officially available for pre-order. However, because we have a large quantity, when I say a large quantity, we ordered a lot to reduce costs to hopefully save us in the long term. But we bought a lot, way more than I think people are gonna buy. But I don't ever wanna have to restock these and deal with this ever again. So we bought a significant amount. If you pre-order right now, you will get $50 off by typing the code pre-order into this. So this is a $399 product. You will be paying $350. And before you guys say, wow, Ricky, that's a very expensive product. Why would I spend that much on a piece of metal? I can get that for $10. No, you can't. Go try it. Go try it, okay? Just, you know, maybe if you got a better manufacturer, send them to me, all right? Because I tried a lot. To ship these out is going to cost me, the boxes plus everything is going to cost me anywhere from $30 to $50, depending on where it's going. There is no shipping charge on any of our website, unless you're out of country. Anybody in the United States, you get free shipping on anything you buy. Wow. Okay. Wow, look at that. So that's already calculated into the cost. So really you're paying like $2.99 for the product. Is that a lot of money? Yes, but it costs a lot of money to make it. When we say R&D, we have to cover the cost of that shroud, we have to cover the cost of this shroud, and we have not changed the price. You're actually getting $50 off of the order. So, you know, it is what it is. When these are fully stocked, there's only going to be 2 color options available. Classic red and stealth black, which is this. If you guys see, we also changed the paint. Forgot to mention that. These are the 2 different paints. This was the version 1. It's a little bit more textured, if you guys can see it. I didn't really like that. Look at my engine base. We went with the smoother finish this time, which I really like. So this is called Stealth Black. That's what we're calling it. If you want Stealth Black or Classic Red, those will be in stock at all times. Right now, and only for the pre-orders, if you wanted all these colors, which I'm going to list up on the screen, you can get it with no extra charge as long as you order before production starts, which is November 10th. After that, only red and black will be available. If you wanted something else, not any of the colors that we just showed, or red or black, something crazy, you will have to pay an extra fee. Ricky, what's that charge? I don't know. Depends on how crazy the color is. We have to go get a price quote on what that color is going to cost. If you do not like any of the colors we just showed and you want something super crazy or super custom, we cannot color code 100% to paint match because this is powder coat. It doesn't work that way. If you want something custom though, like something crazy, just let us know and we'll do our best to get you something cool. It's going to be down below, moddedwear.com, if you want to purchase one of these or pre-order one of these. And if you don't, that's totally okay too. To each their own. These only fit the Giulia 2.0. They do not fit a Quadrifoglio. They do not fit a Stelvio. We are trying. Give us time. If you have questions, concerns, fitment, whatever it is, you guys can send us an email as well. Now, the promo for the $50 off will be all the way until we have them in our hand. Once we have them in our hand, that promo is officially gone, and you'll go back to the original price and there is no more discount. Make sense? That's it. If you guys are asking yourself, what does Crystal do? She holds all the stuff that I don't need for the actual shot.
Just the backup.
Back up to the backup. On a positive note, the next video that should come out is the Squadra TCU tune. I've had it for a few months now. I don't want to give a review without living with it for a little bit. It's a great tune. Love it. But I can't wait to share it with you guys. If you want it before the holidays, I'd recommend sticking with red or black. The custom colors, you know, they take a little bit longer. I would just recommend red or black and no Instagram handle. If you want that stuff, then usually it just takes longer. So if you don't want that stuff, and you're cool with not having that stuff, that's how I'd order it, especially if you're doing this like for a gift or something like that. That's what I'd tell you. Red or black, no Instagram handle. If you don't care about getting it before Christmas or anything like that, then that's fine. Just order the, you know, whatever you want. Different colors and Instagram handles or whatever you're looking for. We're gonna try our hardest, our absolute hardest, to get this before the holidays because we know you guys have been waiting for them. I know these took a lot longer than expected, but if you guys have never manufactured anything, again, I'm still learning this stuff. You know, CAD designers, we've hired and fired. It's really hard to try to bring stuff to market, as we've come to find out. I think we have a lot of the process ironed out now. We have a lot of good partners that we're working with, but everything it takes time. Again, I told you guys we have like 20 different products that we're working on, and so it's like what project takes priority or what project is the market gonna like, and you know, it's hard to like function everything, and not everything is going through the same company. So we have like a whole bunch of different projects spread out. Maybe we're spreading ourselves thin, you know, I can admit to that. But at the same time, I'm trying to make sure that you guys have the stuff for your cars as you're trying to build them and look cool. This was a product that you guys were knocking on my door a lot for this product. So we kind of stopped certain things and pushed this one to the front of the line to make sure that this came out. Okay, make sense? Everyone makes sense. I'm very particular about our products. Hopefully you guys like the quality. Hopefully you guys are very happy with everything. We try to put our heart and soul into everything that we produce. You know, it's not just drop ship stuff. We try to take things up to the next level, and you know, challenge ourselves to make better products for the community. And I know what you're thinking to yourself, Ricky, why haven't you posted videos with the Giulia or wherever you guys been? Sorry. We've just been busy with life. October's a really busy month for us. As I said earlier in the beginning of the video, it's Crystal's birthday, then it's my birthday, it's our anniversary, it's our son's birthday, it's my cousin's birthday. It's like a whole bunch of birthdays in October. So it just gets jam-packed, and you guys know I only have the weekends to film. We came back ready to film, and turns out my car has a check engine light that is persistent and not going away. So that we just have to get that fixed. This one's really new. It has to do with the BCM. I have no idea what's going on with it. I will update you guys when I have an update for that, as well as we're trying to plan out Vlogmas, and if we are even going to do Vlogmas, which I'm hoping that we can do. But that is 31 days of uploads. We have a whole schedule broken down to we think that this could work this year, but that filming has to start next week if we're gonna get everything done by the 31st. So I'm not gonna commit to a lot of videos this month, because next month we should hit you back to back to back to back. You may get some more shorts this month. I think about 2 more. Next week we'll release one, and the following week we may have a dead third week, and then we should hit you with bang, bang, bang. 31 videos. That's a plan at least. And if we don't end up posting anything for Vlogmas, well, you know, we tried our best. So we'll just get a very busy year next year. But no, as always, we're trying to do our best. We're trying to make us content as much as possible. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Go shop Modded Wear, your #1 stop for 2.0 stuff. And we'll see you guys
Next week.
Next week with a short, and then the following week with a short. But get pumped for December. Maybe get pumped for December. This car has to go away to get work. As soon as my check-in lights are back, we're dropping tons of content with the Giulia and the Stelvio. I don't know if you guys saw the car in the background. Maybe you did. We have a whole nother car. Go watch that. Welcome back to another episode of Modern Motors.
Did you start recording?
Yeah, I'm recording now, yeah.
And I'm the first thing they see.
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Sorry, dude.
I'm just...
We have nothing productive to tell you. I'm dressed up as Yoshi, if you can tell. Hold on. Now you can kind of see it more. My son is Mario, but he doesn't have his costume on.
Yeah.
We just want to show you our Marketplace find. We found this on Marketplace for $50. Me and my son dressed up to match the Marketplace find.